welcome to Parliament Weekly, your home for the biggest, juicy and most important news out of the Nigerian Parliament every week. I am Sharon Ebosomi. The long-awaited Night of Glamour, heralding the unveiling and induction of best-performing lawmakers into the most valuable parliamentarian MVP Hall of Fame, has been held in the nation's capital. At the ceremony, 5 out of the 469 members of the outgoing 9th National Assembly made it into the Nigeria's first ever most valuable parliamentarian MVP Hall of Fame. I know you didn't see that coming, and guess what? There is more coming. Just relax. The lawmakers are Senators Uba Sani, who is the Chairman Senate Committee on Banking, Ibrahim Yahaya Oloriegbe, Chairman Senate Committee on Health, Yahaya Abubakar Abdullahi, former Senate Majority Leader, as well as 2 members of the House of Representatives. Right Honorable Muhammad Tahir Mongunu, the Chief Whip of the 9th House, and Honorable Samuel Ifani Onuibu, a former Chair of the House Committee on Climate Change. The biggest moment of the night was the honor given to Kaduna Governor-elect Senator Sani as the most valuable parliamentarian MVP of the 9th National Assembly, giving his contributions in the area of lawmaking to the promises of the All Progressive Congress-led federal government. In case you haven't been following, the MVP Hall of Fame is an initiative designed by Other Paper Nigeria, the country's foremost parliamentary monitoring organization and policy think tank, to applaud and encourage a distinct class of legislators who have proven to be performance-driven, excellence-inspired, and public-spirited in the National Assembly. The Night of Glamour follows Other Paper's annual appraisal of the 469-member National Assembly for at least 3 years, and shortlist of 25 of them as semi-finalists in the core legislative function of lawmaking, and applying the value, impact and productivity metric in rating their contributions. Before I go on, if you are yet to subscribe to our YouTube channel, please do so you don't miss out on any of our interesting videos on this channel. Moving things along, the Senate has passed for second reading a bill for an act to amend the National Emergency Management Agency, NEMA Act, sponsored by Senator Geshom Bassi. The lawmaker, in his lead debate during plenary on Wednesday, said the bill sought to provide for the establishment of the NSAS Victims Compensation Fund following the 2020 NSAS protests. He emphasized how victims of the NSAS protest have been left to endure their injuries at the hands of hoodlums, while noting that the eventual creation of the fund and implementations of the recommendations of the Senate Joint Committee on NSAS and Judicial Panel of Inquiry would undoubtedly provide comfort to the victims of the 2020 NSAS nationwide protests. Presiding over the plenary, Senate President Ahmad Lawan referred the bill to the Committee on Special Duties for further legislative inputs and report back to the plenary in 1 week. Gbege nearly shele for inside Green Chamber on Wednesday. Oh, Kai, you needed to be there. Oh yeah, let me comport myself. Wait, you mean you didn't hear that Speaker Gbajabiamila and his deputy Wase clashed during plenary? Well, the mild drama took place when both presiding officers engaged each other in a war of words during plenary session in what many have likened to be a fallout of the frosty relationship between both lawmakers since the race of the speakership for the 10th House of Representatives intensified. The sour relationship between the lawmakers came to the fore when Gbajabiamila directed that the order paper for Thursday's plenary be made light to allow lawmakers of the House adjourn plenary at 2 p.m. and attend the official inauguration of the permanent site for the National Institute for Legislative and Democratic Studies, NILDS, by President Muhammadu Buhari.
As we are winding up, we have lost quite a number of period of time. For a commission of a project for Wase, why do we have to shelve a lot of activity that we have just to go and witness commissioning of a project of NILS? I want to beg, sir, that we should do our functions. Those who have the interest to go to NILS, they have the right to go there.
The House to go to NILS, what I said was, let's try and make it light and leave here by 2. If you want, we can resume at 10. We will do our work, but we will adjourn this House at 2 o'clock. I will witness NILS because it is important to me.
Sir, the parliament is about us, not about I. Thank you very much.
Mr. Deputy Speaker, this is the first time in history I've been in this house for many years, perhaps even longer than anybody here. This is the first time in history that a Deputy Speaker will be challenging what the Speaker is saying.
The full story share there our social media handles. Rush sharp, make this story for no pass you by you. People of God, this is where we wrap it up for this week's episode. Do join us next week for another Ogbonge episode. Igo Debi, one love.
Audio